Alright. Shalom Akim. And I give praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachakosh, double honors to the apostles, and the elders of the millstone of rule well, and peace and salutation to the Akim world that pushes truth in sincerity. I entitled this video, Esau making trans a norm among Jakes. Because every time you see some video, especially these days, you're seeing something promoting transgenders. I even saw a video some time back recently about something about transgenders in prison should have special treatment or some nonsense like that.
And I said, I'm changing my gender. He was like, what do you mean you change your gender? I was like, I'm going to change your gender. He was like, I'm going to sue. Take 4. They want like a twin thing. Okay. We are female to male transgender. I hope I said that right without looking down. Yeah. I did. I think I did, didn't I?
It's the kind of wickedness that you gotta go through. The men that the Lord had to face every day in this society. Women actually want to be men, and men want to be women. And they're even going to lengths whereas they're actually cutting off or adjusting what the Most High give them.
My female name was Faisha Griffin, and I wanted to keep the F in my name because I want to keep that attachment to that name, so I won't forget who I once was. I'm getting this line now. Okay, alright, so I'll see you like in 10, 15 minutes? Yeah.
And you see how the programming does work. You see Esau is slowly but surely introduced it into society, step by step, little by little. First did it start with this gentleman nonsense. Really and truly men not supposed to be gentle. You understand? Trying to feminize women. And then they go have certain icons, who they call icons like Bruce Jenner and all these other homos. And now, you see a lot of people actually changing the gender.
I feel like Angel was a unisex name, so it's a boy and a girl's name. We had my childhood, I can't say it was good or bad. We were like 10 or 11 years old. Like we knew that we wasn't happy. We started changing back and forth the way we dressed. It wasn't even really a back and forth. We was wearing certain clothing, but we still were trying to pull off. Oh no, it's nothing wrong. We're all right. We're girly. When we went to high school, I tried to force myself to dress girly. Have my hair in a certain. It was really uncomfortable. I felt like I was literally trapped. I don't feel like a girl. I know women, and then you got to keep all these crushes you have on these girls in school and stuff like that. It was just like, okay, so I don't know who to do. After we came to the decision to move forward with a transition, we talked to, I think, the first person we talked to was Mom. We told her what we finna do. She didn't even know what we were finna do. She was just like, okay, long as you happy.
Usual thing, the Jake woman has always been down for anything.
When they were growing up, they act more like males instead of females. They didn't like to wear girl clothes, and they were always being tomboy type. You know what I'm saying? They played football and stuff like that.
After telling her, I finally got 10 pounds off my shoulder just by telling her, yeah, felt good.
When they first came and told me about it, it kind of hurt, but I had to accept it because that's their life, and I can't be judgmental. They still my kids. I love them regardless.
See that the wickedness that's promoted in society. Jake women is usually go along with whatever it is Esau put forward. Because that was something that a Jake man did tell she would be against it. But because Esau's system is promoted, they will be okay with it. It's going all the way back to the Willie Lynch. You understand? That actually programmed into them. They'll rebel against the men, but anything that the system tell them is okay. Is okay. Because if the system was against it, she would be against it. Let us show you that Eve is ready to be for the system and not for the Most High, or even for the own men.
So I got my surgery first. We went to the same doctor in Las Vegas.
Already and truly, just go back to the curses. Because same way in Deuteronomy, it say, a woman's eye will be evil towards her husband and towards her children. And if you have your children actually changing the gender, you actually being evil towards them. But in your mind, you're doing something good.
The rest of our procedures, hopefully we get our bottom half done together. If not, we're going to still be there for each other during. Because I think that part is the most strenuous one. You need help walking and laying and going to the bathroom. So hopefully we'll be able to do that around the same year. There's a lot of transgender men out there who choosing not to get the bottom half. They will actually just prefer getting their top. But for me, that's not me completing me. I feel like I need to do what I need to do. I got the top, I got my histo, so now the next step is for me to get my bottom. The discrimination we come up against, the only thing I would say was probably the hardest thing about probably being transgender or trans male is the fact is with the whole police situation thing going on as far as targeting black men, that was something I'm gonna have to deal with. I was like, it kind of was a nerve-wracking thing to be driving out or going out or walking. You just walk on the sidewalk, you like, you don't know if you're gonna get pulled over by the cops, which we have. We done been followed in the store and everything. I was like, what black men go through. I had boyfriends before. I just never went that far until I met one guy when I was probably like 16 or something like that, and I just we only dated for a short period of time. I knew I was not comfortable dating men. After that, I was like, after finally being sexually active with him, it was just like, okay, this is not for me. And I broke up with him, and then maybe 3 months later.
And these are the kind of things that Esau will promote. They'll promote people changing their gender and trying to be something they're not supposed to be. That's how perverse Esau is. But if they was to see somebody doing something righteous, they'll flag them as, as some kind of terrorist or something bad. You understand? It's like how the scriptures say, the whole foundation of the earth is out of course. Really and truly, that is what we had to go through in this place. That is what Psalms 82 verse 5. Verse 5, it say they know not, neither will they understand. Say they walk on in darkness. And that is really and truly 2/3 of Israel. They walking in darkness. They say the blind lead the blind, both shall fall in a ditch. And they're just following Esau and drinking from that cup. If you try to teach them righteousness, they'll reject it because it just wasn't for them. They say they know not, neither will they understand. They walk in darkness. All the foundation of the earth is out of course. And really and truly, the men and the Lord has suffered in this place every single day. To see this wickedness going on, know that you had to wait. The wait and actually deal with it. You understand? So there's Luke 8:7. It shall not power avenge his elect, which cry day and night unto him. He bear along with them. Really and truly, we just cry every day. For the kind of every day it must have something in this place to upset you. Every single day it must have something in this place to upset you. And you'll see an abomination walking down the road, you'll see something on TV, you gotta go through something when you're on work. Constantly you'll be seeing abominable things that has constantly upset your spirit. That's why we're waiting for the Most High to destroy this place. And I'm going to see even more like articles coming out pertaining to like like hate speech and terrorism and all these different things. I think I'll do a video on that. Because you're seeing constantly doing pushing things like the concept of hate crime and hate speech. Because anybody who speaks against what it is they for is considered a hate speech. But when they speak against something, it's not hate speech. Anyway, with that, I'd like to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachakodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and salutation to the Akim around the world that pushes truth in sincerity. This is Yaraba from Trinidad Camp saying Shalom, Stay strong.